What's going on YouTube? It's Spartan. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the shaky camera. I just wanted to go over a couple things, some recent purchases that I've got in, and talk about my thoughts on why people are probably losing money as they're getting into the hobby, getting into collectibles and things like that. And we're going to start off with following the trends and following the hype and getting roped into high dollar values and the super rare chase cards and just seeing what your favorite YouTuber is posting and just following strictly that. Now it can be you're flipping stuff, buying it as an investment, which a lot of the reason why I have these cards is some of it could be an investment, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to set myself up to where I never have to sell anything. Which so far, as you can see with these Shining Legend cards, I still haven't moved off of any of them. These are just a bunch of my ungraded ones that I have. There's probably 75 or so Shining cards right here. And it's a mix of them. There's not any Lugias or the Mews. Those are already graded. And I already have a large position of those. Well, at least with the Shining Mews, I have 29 or 30 or 31 Gem Mint 10 Shining Mews. Now, they're not all PSA 10s. I do have some PSA 10 Mews. Regardless, they are Gem Mint 10s. They all look the same. I've compared them side by side to a Beckett, to the PSA, and they look exactly the same. So regardless of if you want to treat them, PSA, GMA, BGS, CGC, SGC, whatever the case may be, I have a large position in Shining cards. Now, the reason why I have a large position in Shining cards was Shining Legends became one of my favorite sets due to Shining Mew. The card looked awesome. I thought it just became one of my favorite cards. Now, at the time, it was back in 2017, 2018, which I think was whenever these Shining cards got released, or Shining Legends got released as a holiday set. Pokemon obviously wasn't as big as it is now. Now, at the time, you could buy Shining cards for $2 or $3 a piece. Now, at no point in time did I ever think that these cards, regardless of if it's a Shining Genesect or a Shining Volcanion or if it was a Shining Arceus or the Jirachi, at no point in time did I ever think that these cards should be $2 or $3. Even at a low point, $2 or $3, it was just too cheap for these cards. So what ended up happening is I started buying out Troll and Toad, buying a bunch of them off of eBay, and just accumulating large masses of these. Now, I also opened up probably 1,000 to 1,500 packs of Shining Legends. There was a few instances where I bought 200 or 300 packs at a time off of Troll and Toad and completely bought their stock out. And I was doing that for a while. And the reason is because I was trying to get as many Shining Mews as I wanted to, because it's my favorite card. I obviously like Charizard and I like all the other stuff, but it just became one of my favorite cards and I thought it looked great. So I was buying Shining Legends. But I noticed that people were undervaluing, again, the Shining card, which was a new rarity for its age, something that hadn't been reproduced in a very, very long time. And there was just no reason why it should have been that low. The market got it wrong. They severely undervalued it, the same way with the products. I would go into Walmart every other week, and I would just see boxes and boxes of the pin collections of Shining Legends, and you got 2 of the pin sets, so it was like 6 or 7 packs, and it was like $11. It made no sense to me, so I just kept buying them. Got a bunch of test tube Mewtwo's, again, in one of my other channels where I was opening cards for a little bit, I got the videos of me actually opening up a lot of Shining Legends. But it's going to lead me into my next point of people following the trends and following the hype. Nobody wanted to talk about it. I kept going into a bunch of people's streams and discords, and I was like, how come nobody likes Shining Legends? Do you not think it's worth anything? Do you think, what's wrong with the set? It had such an amazing rarity. The cards were awesome. The different artworks. The Test Tube Mewtwo was a fantastic card. The Rainbow Rares were awesome. The Premium Collections was one of the best Premium Collections that we've ever had come out. And I just couldn't understand it. So I just went with my gut and I just started buying them and accumulating them. So as far as like my Shining Legends raw cards, this is I think this is all of them. I have a notebook that has another binder full of raw Shining cards, and then I've got the complete master set of Shining Legends, and everything's mint. Everything was I think I want to say maybe 10% of my Shining cards were purchased, and then the other I actually pulled them out of a pack myself. But I didn't follow the hype. I didn't follow the Charizard chase. I didn't follow all the all the hype cards that YouTube and the PokeTubers and the streamers or whatever just kept throwing at your face, because all you see all the time is Charizard this or Charizard that, and if you don't get a Charizard, nobody cares. So that brought me to my next thing, which I am trying to do slowly, is buy out the market of Amazing Rares for Shining Fates. Again, you'll notice a theme. These cards, my average cost now is around $4 a card. It might be like $4.15, $4.20, or like $4.24, something like that, on the Amazing Rares. I have about 100 of each of Amazing Rares right now. I have another lot that's coming in. I've got another 33 or 34, maybe it's like 40 something of each coming in. I just got a set of 45 in today. So, the Reshurams, the Yveltals, these seem to be more common than the Kyogres, because I only got 35 Kyogres, but I've got 45-ish of each of these right here so far. Now, I also have a binder full of these. I got a God binder of Shining Fates that's got multiples of the Shiny Vaults, multiples of the Full Arts, multiple Skylas, multiple of the Eternatus VMAXs, and I'm just continuing to buy them. I bought the Eternatus whenever they were, I think, $20 or $30 a piece, and then I was buying them whenever they were $15 to $18 a piece. And if they continue to drop and get under $10, I will probably start buying the market out of those two. And the reason it is, these cards should be worth more than $3 or $4 a piece. It's a new rarity type. It looks fantastic. It's like a paintbrush just went on to the card and just splashed it. I'll take it out of the sleeve so you can see what I'm talking about. And I know you know what an Amazing Rare looks like. I know you see the rarity type. But I don't know how you can't look at a card like this and not be excited about it. The artwork looks great on all three of them, the Reshiram, the Kyogre, and the Yveltal. I know the Kyogre is actually, it was in meta, at least right now, in the TCG, where it was basically doing a one-turn kill on players. But regardless, the cards are undervalued. I'm taking advantage of the opportunity, so all of these that I'm buying, just like with the Shining Legends and everything else, I'm buying it, and they're not going to see the market again for a very long time. So that's what I've just been doing here lately, is searching eBay, talking with people in the Discord. I try to tell people what I'm doing, give them some insight, let them know my thought process and the reason why I'm doing it. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm sure it probably upsets a lot of people, but at the same time, these cards are worth more than $2 or $3 a piece. They're going to end up being exactly like Shining Legends, and people are going to get it wrong. What's out there for Shining Fates is what's out there. There could be another couple reprint waves that come out. They're going to be small reprint waves. Even if there's, let's say, 20,000 packs left that are unopened, out there in the wild, not every pack has an Amazing Rare in it. I think we got a pretty good sample size. If I have 100 of each Amazing Rare, that's probably a good, probably 10,000 packs. As crazy as that sounds. But it's the holiday set. There's no booster boxes. The only way you can get these cards is through the tins, the pin collections, the little mini tins, the ETBs. We haven't actually seen a premium collection for these, which is kind of strange. I would have thought we would have saw a premium collection for... I take that back. We saw a premium collection, but it was a more watered down premium collection. It was actually one of the worst premium collections we've ever seen. It didn't really come with anything. It was nothing exciting. I thought the Marnie collection was way better from Champion's Path. At least you got a nice... I believe it's Marnie. I've got the playmat right here, but you got a nice playmat, and Champion's Path is another thing I think people are getting wrong. But it's probably going to be a different video. But yeah, just going back to it, people got Shining Legends wrong. I still have all my Shining Legends product. I got rid of stuff that wasn't Gem Mint 10s. I traded them off, gave some to friends, like I said. and I've just held on to it. Even whatever the boom has happened, and you got PSA 10 Shining Muse going for $400 a piece. You got the Rayquazas and the Lugias going for crazy amounts. The Volcanians. It just none of that appeals to me right now. What appeals to me is valuing these cards for what they're worth, and the prime example is going to be people probably treated Neo Destiny the same way whenever Neo Destiny came out. They got fed up with it. You could probably, I would not doubt at the time you could get Shining Charizards for like $15 or $20, probably $25, maybe $50. Probably the first one that came out that was, a PSA 10 probably sold for like $150, and people were freaking out thinking that was crazy money. However, times have changed. We are experiencing inflation, which is another thing that I don't think people are accounting for. Pokemon is going on 25 years old now, and they've always had, kind of the same retail price. So, like $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, $5.99 at certain places, just depending on where you get product. And I think we're starting to see an adjustment of the retail pricing. So, even if Target and Walmart and all these other stores stop carrying this, if it goes direct to Amazon, direct to consumer, like Magic the Gathering's doing, then you're going to see a retail price hike, and people aren't factoring that in. So, I just wanted to make a video, talk about it a little bit, show you guys what I'm doing, the things that I'm picking up, and just be transparent about it. Just show you guys, somebody is picking up large amounts of amazing rares. It could be a bad idea for you guys. You might think it's dumb or it's stupid, but at the end of the day, I already have a proof that it works. Shining Legends, people undervalued it. People didn't care. They threw it away at Walmart discount shelves, and nobody paid attention to it. And that's the same thing people are doing with amazing rares from Shining Fates. I'm noticing that Kyogre seems to be the more rare one to pull, or it's just a simple fact that people are actually using it in TCG. Regardless, $2 or $3 a piece, $4 a piece, even $10 a piece, I think these cards are still extremely undervalued. I'm looking, my price point on each of these raw cards is going to be probably well over $50 a piece. And that's going to be, if I do sell, that's whenever I might start trickling these out and start selling them. But even then, I don't really have a need to sell. I'm just taking advantage of the market, noticing an opportunity, and, putting my money where my mouth is. So I figured I would just, make a little video, show you guys, a little bit of the stuff that I had in the vault, which some of you may care about, some of you may not. I still got a bunch of Shining Legends sealed product, and I figured it would be a nice little video to pair it with a Shining Fates, and show you guys my mindset, and what I think. So again, I'll continue to buy these cards if they are that cheap. They won't see the market for probably 2, 3, 4 years. It's not like these cards are getting graded. People aren't sending them off. And then anybody who is getting Shining Fates is immediately opening it, and if they don't get a Charizard, they're just throwing it to the side. It's a big mistake. That's why people are losing money. They're only focused on the one thing, and if it's Charizard, it doesn't matter. Which isn't true. That just means that you're just watching somebody that's just feeding you it's Charizard or bust. I've got a huge Charizard collection, but it's not my favorite card. It's just from my childhood, and I like it. But anyways, sorry for the rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully, it makes a little bit of sense. Stop trying to just follow the hype train. Stop following, what everybody else is doing. Start looking for the fundamentals of a card. These cards have fundamentals behind them. New rarity type that's probably never going to get produced again in 2 sets. Vivid Voltage, which has seen no more reprints besides booster boxes that are getting trickled out. The ETBs are becoming non-existent at this point. I've got a couple of the Raikus back there, but amazing rares. It's I don't know what else to say about it. People are getting it wrong. So, in a couple of years' time, maybe we can revisit this video, see if I actually got it wrong. But, it's the chance I'm willing to take, and even if they go to $0, it's not going to matter. I'm still going to have a bunch of awesome cards. So, I think that's going to do it for now, and until the next video, guys. Peace.